everybody. Hello, hello. Look, I'm trying something different. I'm actually making up a little recipe. I thought I was going to do stuffed chicken, but I'm going to do the raw chicken, okay? Because what I was going to make ain't going to work, so yeah. So anyway, so I'm going to season this chicken up. Let me see if y'all can turn it. I might not have enough room on this phone. That's the problem. So I'm going to season this chicken. I'm going to put it in here. I got to work with 2 gloves. So this here. And then I'm going to use this glove to season. So right now I'm using some garlic powder. And let me tell you something. I heard a lady say you could use as much of the seasoning that does not have any salt in it. So that's, I believe, that one's a little hard. That's because I don't cook no more like I used to. I done just slowed down. So I'm using some onion powder to season. I want it to be well seasoned too. Some black pepper. Just some regular black. I ain't gonna put too much of that because I don't want to overpower it. I'm gonna show y'all. See this sauce here? This seasoning is called chicken. Chef Moretto's came from the it actually came from the country where we'll be going next month, which I definitely got salt in this, so I'm not going to add too much of this because I don't want to mess off my chicken. But I'm also going to add to this chicken, I'm going to add a little Tony's, not a lot, a little bit of this, not a lot because it's another salty agent, just that's enough. But this lady hit me, I should have opened it. Ooh, that Italian seasoning, oh, that's parsley, wrong one. Okay, Italian, where you at? Right here. No, that's oregano. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I found it. And some Italian seasoning. Oh my gosh, it gave the chicken that I cooked one day a whole nother vibe. I was like, okay. It was really good. I can't get this open. But it was really good. Now you can't add too much Italian because I don't want it to be Italian flavored. It'll give it a little, give it a little too much of a seasoning. And I am gonna add some parsley, just a little bit for coloring, make it look good. And also, I bought this from the Whole Food Sale store. It's some smoked paprika and regular paprika. So I'm going to use, and that's mainly, one's for coloring, and the other one is for seasoning, which is the little smoked paprika, which I bought this at the Whole Food store. You get as much as you need or whatever. And, yeah, put a little bit of that on there. And so, let me let you guys see what it's looking like. So that's how much seasoning I have on there so far. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move you over. Alright, you guys, so I'm just going to mix it up. Oh, forgetting something. And I'm going to add some some olive oil. This will be like avocado. I'm going to check and see. So you got to really mix some chicken and give it that seasoning. But you want to dry rub it. Get that seasoning worked all the way in. So every piece of chicken can have some. Guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get ready to put some hot oil, olive oil. I thought I had some avocado oil, but I don't have any. But I'm going to get some. It's better when you use it for hot stuff. So I'm going to get ready to pour this in here, if you guys can see it, just enough to coat, get that pan coated up good, because this is chicken, it's got to cook till it get done. I'm making a sauce to go to it. So I'm going to make this little Cajun sauce. I made some last night, it was good. So I'm going to make some again tonight, but the chicken tonight to go with my meal. So let me let that get hot while we're waiting on that. Because I'm making cauliflower, I'm going to go ahead and put me some water on. Y'all keep on my stove for me. And I also need to preheat the oven because I am going to make, some asparagus. I should have taken bacon out, but I didn't. So it's going to have garlic asparagus. So it smells like it's getting pretty hot. So I'm going to go ahead and put this inside. Start putting the chicken in here so it can start cooking. Hear that sizzle? That's what you want. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Be right back. Alright you guys, so I have it already in the skillet frying. So while that's frying, I'm going to go ahead and let me get my things to. Okay, so while that's cooking, I already took my And I'm using this because last night I did fresh cauliflower. So tonight I'm going to do frozen cauliflower. Actually, the sauce I'm going to make is going to be like a Cajun sauce with crawfish in it. So you stay tuned. I might let y'all get the recipe. That's a big mic. We shall see. Alright, you guys. So I'm halfway turning them. If you can see, I'm in the midst of turning them over so they could cook on both sides. And still, because it's chicken, you know I'm going to let it cook a little while because I need to make sure it's done. So while I'm doing this, while the chicken is cooking, what I'm doing over here is actually I'm cutting up some spinach, and I'm going to be cutting up some fresh garlic. I'm going to mince this garlic. And then I'll also be cutting up some crawfish tails. And you guys, let me cut it all up. And then I'm just going to cut it as small as I can with the spinach. And then I'm going to try to chop probably going to chop the garlic because it's mincing, it takes too long. And I'm just going to cut the crawfish up. So I'll see you when it's all done. Alright, you guys, so I put a lid on it just so the seasoning can stay in and the chicken can stay juicy. That's what you're doing. I'm just turning it one more good time. It's going to also cook when I put it in this seasoning, this sauce that I'm putting it in. It'll actually cook even more in there. I just want to make sure it's cooked all the way through because as y'all know, we cannot play with chicken. Boy, that looks good. Alright, I'll show you. And I got my, as you can see, got my cauliflower on. So there, let's... About a couple of more minutes and then I'll go ahead and start the sauce. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take the chicken out and put it over here. Alright, so I'm going to add to this here sauce. So what I'm adding to this sauce is going to be like 3 tablespoons of butter, okay? And that is real butter, unsalted flavor because we got salt already in the food. Let that kind of simmer down a little bit. And while that's simmering down, the first ingredient I'm going to add, I didn't show y'all, I forgot to tell y'all, I cut up a little, about 1/4 of an onion, maybe a half of a small onion. But I'm going to go ahead and put the onion in there. Because you know I want the onion to be la dente. Get some of that gas up out the onion. But we're going to use this seasoning. You guys stay tuned. Because I have a little more to add to this sauce that's going to go for that chicken. Alright, alright. So while I'm waiting on the butter, I have here some asparagus. And the way I preserve mine is I put them in water and put them in the refrigerator. A lady taught me that in the store and they last, trust me. And so while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put some foil on my long pan for my asparagus. Now, I didn't take out no bacon I was going to cook them with bacon, but babe, I'm doing enough as it is. So we're going to do olive oil and some garlic salt. But you want to cut off this lower part if you never cooked them. This is how I cook them. This how I cook. You cook like you cook, because you know some people be like, I don't know how to do this. Is how I do it. So you cut this part off. I just leave the rubber band on because it's a lot easier for me. And I'm cooking so much because my daughters are coming over to eat. And they already been washed and everything. So what I do need is this here. Some paper towels just to kind of get some of that water off of it. Yeah, get some of that water off. Because you don't want all that water on there. Okay, so now I'm going to add the fresh garlic. And the garlic, you know, it burns, so you don't want it to cook too long. I'm going to add that garlic and let it just cook until it get that smell. Get that smell going on. Stir it up a little bit so it can go ahead and get that smell going, because like I said, do not take long. Ooh, y'all in for a treat. I've never made this a day in my life. Tell you the truth. Sometimes you just got to event some stuff and hope it come out. So that's what I'm doing. So y'all just follow the recipe. If you like it, let me know. If not, hey, don't make it again. But if you like it, give me a big fat thumbs up. That's all I can say, because I got to get busy in this kitchen. So anyway, so now the garlic is cooking. That's my oven for my asparagus. So let's go ahead and add the spinach, because spinach don't take long to cook either. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the spinach in there, which does not cook long, and I don't want it to cook till it's wilted. I just want it to cook a little bit, just a little bit, just to get the seasoning in the spinach. That's just a little bit, guys. Okay, here come the magic. Heavy whipping cream. I'm not measuring it. Remember, guys, I just said I'm making this for the first time. And then, oh, I knew I forgot something. Oh, I can add that. Oh, my goodness. I just added, and that's my crawfish tails. But let's go ahead and get this sauce going. I want enough sauce to cover this up. It's going to be so good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add the crawfish. Oh, yes, Lord. And listen, I'm not going to, I'm going to tell y'all what else I'm going to do. Hold on, let me fix it. Okay, I'm going to let that cook a little bit, you guys. And the last thing I'm going to put in there, what you want to do, this is what I do. I kind of season it for taste. Add what you want to add. I add a little Cajun and some Bayou. Depending on what flavor you want, what flavor you're going for. But I'm going to tighten it off with some real Parmesan cheese. So I want to save some room so I don't lose my footage on here, so I see how to fit it. Okay, you guys, so now I'm going to add the chicken back to the pot so that it can get covered up with this good old creamy sauce. Kind of move fast because I want to get my stuff in the oven. Alright, so I'm going to let this cook for about 15 more minutes. Let it simmer, actually, because I want it to cook slow. You can cut it on, cut it down, because now you have heavy whipping cream in here. Yeah, it looks and smells divine. So I'm going to let that cook. Cut off these, this stuff here. Cauliflower, Lord, help my mind. And I'll see you in a little bit. I just took the cauliflower and smashed it and put some butter and some garlic seasoning. Made me some garlic mashed cauliflower. Gonna top it. Y'all see my plate now. I'm waiting on the Brussels sprouts. They should be, asparagus. They should be almost ready. I'm tired, ready to eat. Missing my show, but it's all good. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna check on these asparagus, which should be almost done. Let me turn it over some. You guys can see them. So I put the garlic on, fresh garlic. So I'm just going to rotate them. Alright, you guys, I am finished. And that is the finished touch. Looks pretty good, huh? Can't wait to eat it. Alright, guys, y'all see the finished touch. So there you go. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to keep coming, so I'm just going to be making up stuff along the way. That's all I can do. And I'll start doing where I can put the recipes. Okay, if you like it. Love you, squad. Bye.